Hi there, welcome back to Commit to Fit today. This is the last day of the week, second last day of the week, stretch and relaxation day. It's the sixth day in the week. The reason I've called it Commit to Fit today is that I don't think there should be any sort of time-bound restraints on how often you train. The ideal is to commit to fit today. Sometimes it may not be tomorrow, sometimes it may not be yesterday, but if you can wake up every day and commit to fit that day, hopefully it'll be every day on a consecutive level. We're going to go straight into it. Stretch and relaxation is the favorite part of the week for me. It's not necessarily an easy workout, but it is a relaxation workout in the sense that the way in which we do it, we slow everything down, but there's a lot of strength work involved in it as well, so you should feel a good workout at the exact same time. But you take it at your pace. I'm going to slow it down. If there are certain exercises you can't do, unfortunately, I can't modify every single exercise because it's a flow movement exercise program, but I am going to do my best to modify as much as possible. So if there's one or two things you have to sit out, there's a lot more to come after that, so don't worry about it. We're going to go straight into it. Time starts now, 1 full hour. We're going to let the head drop, shoulders drop, you're kind of melting. Relax the knees a little bit. You roll down one vertebra at a time, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your head hang, let your arms hang, let your spine hang. Completely release. Relax the neck, relax the arms, relax the spine, relax your toes. Deep breathing, palms flat. Soft knees, we're slowly going to roll up. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders back. And we're going to reach up. Deep breathing. Don't hold that breath. When you reach back, you want to keep the weight in the heel of the foot. Nice extended neck. Reach through the middle and upper back. And we're going to release. We're going to repeat that 3 times. Roll down. Let the head hang, arms hang, spine hang. One vertebra at the top, starting at the upper spine, middle spine, lower spine, all the way down. Let the head hang, arms hang, spine hang. Completely and utterly relax the neck. Completely relax the back, and it'll all just melt down. Relax your toes, relax your arms. Soft knees on the way up. You're going to tuck your chin into the chest on that way up. Wait for the spine to be fully extended before we lift the head, and then lift the arms. And we're going to reach back, reach through the middle and upper back. Nice long neck, nice deep breathing, and we're going to release. So you'll see the beginning of this program is going to be quite easy to start with. I've hurt my back, so I'm not rushing it. I'm trying to release into it, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do the program with you today. And we're going to relax. And soft knees. Relax the toes. We're slowly going to roll up. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Shoulders back, nice long neck. We're going to reach back. In through the nose and out through the mouth. The last one, we're going to go all the way down and we're going to stay down. This is my favorite position. We're going to relax completely. If you can't reach the floor, don't worry about it. Just a slight bend in the knees, let everything hang. If you are flexible, I want you to relax your arms to the side so that you're not putting any weight into them at all. You're going to completely flop and relax. Let the head hang. And you're going to transfer weight to the ball of your foot. And then back to the heel. And what we don't want to do is lift the heel as we rock forward. So we're not going to lift, and we're not going to lift. You're going to just flop, and you're going to glue your toes and your heels to the floor, and you're going to rock forward and backwards. It's a very slow movement. As you rock forward, you breathe out. As you rock back, you breathe in. As you rock forward, you breathe out. Deep breathing. As you rock back, you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Rock forward and back. Let's go. 4 more. And back. Just let your upper body melt. Let's go. 3 more. You're going to feel your calves working a little bit. And your hamstrings. If you can extend your legs more, please do. 2 more. And back. We've got 1 more to go. And 1. Good. And you're constantly going to check that you're relaxing the toes. We're slowly going to roll up. In through your nose, out through your mouth. coming tight, spine lengthened. We're going to reach. Good, in that position, I'm going to show you forwards. We're going to move over to the side and up. And this movement is coming through the lower spine. It's not so much in the upper spine. Move from here, not here. We reach. Deep breathing. And up. Relax the toes. And reach. In through the nose. And up. And 4, 2, and up. Let's go. 3 more. And up. 2 more. And up. 1 more time. And 1. And up. And we're going to roll down again. This time a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4. Roll up. Relax the toes. 2. Onto the ball of the foot. 2. And drop. 2, 3, 4. Roll up. Soft knees. 2, 3, 4. And drop. 2, 3, 4. And up. 2, 3. We're going to do 4 more of these. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, up, soft knees. 2, 3, 4. 2 more and drop. 2, 3, 4. And up. 2, 3, 4. Stay here. Stay on the ball of the foot. Reach back through the shoulders and release. And we're going to roll down and we're going to stay down. Except this time, depending on your level of flexibility, I want you to put your thumbs down. This is our first option, the easy one. We're going to extend and release the legs, but don't let your thumbs lift and don't do that. Don't be obsessed with locking the knees. I want you to focus on lengthening the knees as much as you can within your range of flexibility, but without lifting that thumb. The most important part is to keep the thumb down. So we're going to extend and release as much as you can. For those of you that are more flexible and can get your legs straighter, with palms flat, I want you to focus on that and then start focusing on extending the spine. If you are even more flexible than that, as you extend, I want you to drop the elbows and release. So we're going to slow it down. Extend. 2 with thumbs down, option 1. Second option, extend with palms flat and drop. Third option, drop with the elbows and release. Let's do 6 more. And drop. Whichever option I've given you, whichever that works best for you. In 4 and release. Keep going. In 3 and release. Keep going. 2 and release. 1 more to go. And hold. Try and push those elbows down. If you are here with thumbs pushing into the floor, lengthen as much as you can, but try not to look between your legs. I want you to think of looking in front of you. And soft knees. We're going to roll up. Deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. We're going to reach up. We're going to do side to side again, except this time we're going a bit faster. For 8. So it's my right back facing you, it's your left side that I've heard. So my movements are a little bit restricted for those of you that know me. For 8. Let's go. 7. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 6. Keep it going. 5. Relax the toes. Let's go. 4. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 3. Keep going. 2. Let's go. 1. Now we're going to go into a squat. And we squat. You see we're speeding up a bit? Squat. We're pushing that weight into the heel. Push the bum all the way back. Nice long neck. 8. 7. Deep breathing. 6. 5. 4. Keep going. 3. 2. And we're going to hold. Now, I want you to reach forward without transferring weight into your hands. Reach forward, stretch your fingers forward, pull your body weight backwards. We're going to lengthen and relax the toes Deep breathing. As much as you can without lifting your thumbs or transferring weight forward. You're going to grab behind the heels, but we're not going to tuck the head in. You're going to think of moving from the hip joint. So, extend your spine, look forward, not through. Forward, you're going to keep looking forward and pull in. You're going to release, and you're going to roll up. Let's go. 3. Hold. Good. And reach. 2. Extend. Good. We're going to grab behind and we're going to pull in. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Soft knees, we're going to roll up. Deep breathing. Let's go. 2 more. We reach. And hold. Good. Reach forward as far as you can. Keep pulling your weight backwards in through your nose, out through your mouth. Grab behind the heels and pull in. Remember, you're pivoting from the hip, looking forward, not between the ankles. Soft knees, we're slowly going to roll up, in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to reach. Good. From here, reach forward. And now we're going to extend and release 8 times. Extend, pull that weight backwards. 7, relax the toes and the feet. 6, deep breathing. 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to grab behind the heels again. What we're not doing is tucking the head in. The movement is not from the middle back or upper back into the neck. The movement actually comes from the hip. So you've got to think of pulling in and releasing and moving, pivoting only from the hip. So that movement is from the hip. The only movable joint you should be focusing on is the hip joint. Try not to tuck the head in. That's allowing you to think you're more flexible, but you're not. I need you to extend that spine, relax the feet for 4. Let's go. 3, deep breathing. 2, and 1. Good, you're going to hold that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward into a nice plank position. Alright, that's our starting point. We're going to push up. We're going to drop the heels down, push your weight off your hands into your heels. Try and think of pushing your armpits towards your knees. Don't tuck your head in between. I want you to think of extending your neck and pushing your head towards your hands. Pushing your bum away from your hands. Then we're going to release. Shoulders back. Nice long neck. You're going to push your heels backwards. Extend the upper body. You're not pulling the head back. You're thinking of pushing your head up. Good. We're going to drop the knees. We're going to push the bum back. Deep breathing. Push the bum as far back as you can get, but you're going to stretch your arms as far forward as you can get. You're going to release. Drop your forehead onto the mat. Relax your arms completely. Let your body melt a little bit. Alright? Keep the elbows down because we need to protect the upper body from putting too much pressure on the head. And we're going to roll from the forehead all the way to the crown of the head. And we're going to hold it there. Deep breath in. And we're going to push back. All the way back. Good. We're going to walk all the way to your right side. You're going to stretch that left arm as far forward as you can get it. Alright, and then you're going to pull your left shoulder back towards the hip, pushing that bum back, and then I want you to think of pushing that left armpit down into the floor. Deep breathing, don't hold your breath, relax this arm. This would be your right arm. And release. We're going to walk all the way to the other side. Stretch that right arm forward, further forward than the left. Glue your hand to the floor, pull your shoulder back towards the hip, and then push that armpit into the floor. And we're going to release, and we're going to walk the hands back, hands on top of the knees, and we're going to sit on the ankles. Shoulders back. You're going to push your hips forward. You're going to drop your head to the side. Drop your shoulders. Other side. Good. We're going to take your right hand down. We're going to walk it away from you. You're going to take your left arm up and over. And then you're going to try and get your hand about a foot distance away without shifting your weight off those ankles. So lean across, and then I want you to drop that elbow as you reach that arm up, but don't push all that weight over to the left side. Drop that elbow down, reach over, let the upper body move to the right, but without shifting your hips to the left. And we're going to release. We're going to take it to the other side, about a foot distance away from you. We're going to reach that arm up and over. You're going to drop the elbow and you're going to pull the head back. Reach the arm as far as you can get it. Pull that tummy in tight without shifting all your weight over to the right. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. We're going to reach up and we're going to reach back. And then we're going to come up into a kneeling position. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going to keep our hips forward, knee, hip, shoulders, same line. You're going to drop that right hand down, reach the left arm up and over in line with the spine, and try and slide that right hand all the way down to the floor. Pull that left hand back, pull the tummy in tight. Try and touch the floor with your middle finger. Good. And we're going to try the other side. All the way over. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Deep breathing. And release. Now we're going to reach all the way back. Tummy tight, reach back. And we're going to drop. We're going to walk our hands forward so that your bum is directly above the knees. We're going to drop through the armpits, lift that chin up so you push your throat and your armpits down to the floor. Deep breathing. Don't hold your breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And you're going to drop the elbows. Good. You are going to extend your legs. You're going to lock your knees, pull the shoulders back, pull the elbows in. You're going to give me a complete press with pointed feet. Then you're going to release. Extend the spine upwards, pull the shoulders back, open the shoulders apart. Deep breathing. And you're going to drop. Right, you're going to take the arm that's closest to me. It should be your right, it doesn't matter. You're going to drop that right shoulder down. You're going to push with your left hand so that your body is on its side. Go onto the back of that right hand. You're going to take that left leg up and you're going to allow it to pull your body even further back until you're at your mat. When you're at your mat, just drop the foot. If you can, I want you to take it further out and try and rotate this bum cheek down to the floor, the one that's on the left bum cheek. You either push through with that left hand, extend your spine, or you reach up if you have got flexibility, and you're going to reach for that other hand without sliding the hands to your bum to get the hands to clasp. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Don't hold your breath. Up. And you're going to swap sides. You're going to take that arm, your left arm, all the way out to the side. You're going to bring your right hand out to the chest. You're going to use the right hand to push your body weight over. You're going to reach the right leg up, and you're going to take it all the way behind you. I don't have space because I've got a wall in my way, but if you can take it further back, try and drop that bum cheek down, reach up, over and behind. And release. Good. Your hands are under your chest. Your toes are tucked. We're going to push up. We're going to go into a nice dog stretch. Tilt your coccyx up. You're going to raise your right leg up without opening the hip. Keep the hip as closed as possible. Push through the hands into that left foot. Drop the heel. Deep breathing. Then we're going to bring that leg forward. When you drop the hip down, you need to make sure that that knee is directly above the ankle. Push your body weight, heel backwards. Push the front knee forward. One hand on either side of that ankle. You need to be able to drop your hip lower than your knee. We're going to extend, but what we don't want is a recoiling spine and tucking the chin in. You actually want to think of pushing your bum back and pushing your spine and your neck forward. In through your nose, out through your mouth, relax your toes. Try and rotate that left hip in. Extend the upper back. Don't hold your breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. We're going to drop. Lock the back knee. We're going to rotate. We're going to reach up. Keep that back knee locked. Drop the hip. Back heel backwards. Front knee forward. And you reach. Don't hold your breath. Relax the toes. Hand on top of the knee. Up. You're going to push your front knee forward, back heel backwards. You're going to stretch that left arm up, push through the right arm to give yourself the extension. Then we're going to raise the other arm and extend that front leg, your right leg. Deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. We're going to drop both hands to the inside of that leg. You're going to swivel your back leg, which is your left leg, so that the toes point out. Both feet at the toes pointing out. You're going to reach your left arm up. You're going to look at the hand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lengthen that right leg. Extend your spine, close that rib cage. Good. You're going to bend the left knee. You're going to push that hand into the knee, extending the spine, and you're going to pull away from this leg. Deep breathing, don't hold your breath. Nice and long, deep breath. You're going to hold that position. Make sure you're using that hand to push the knee back. And you're going to come forward. You've got two options. You're either going to stay there, or you're going to drop into your elbow and take the right hand onto the knee. If you can't do that, you're going to stay here. Alright? If you can, you're going to drop down. Lock the back knee, drop the back hip. We're going to reach up. Again, either on the hand or on the elbow, extending the spine. As long as you're not collapsing the back to get into a position, you need to extend the spine as much as you can. Good, you're going to drop that back knee. Point that back foot. You're going to lift the elbow. Now, if you can't do the next position, you're going to stay in this position and just push your hip forward, pushing the back ankle into the ground, taking the pressure off the back knee. If, however, you can grab the back foot, you're going to grab it, push your hip forward. If you are more flexible, you're going to drop into the elbow, but without recoiling the spine. You need to think of extending the spine as much as you possibly can and pull that foot into the bum. Again, if you are just here and you're pushing that back ankle down, taking the pressure off the knee, then you're okay. Deep breathing. Good. Now we're going to take one hand on either side of that front foot. Don't let the foot slide forward, don't let the hands move back. We're going to lengthen and pull back. What we don't want, again, is a recoiled spine or walking the hands back or sliding the leg forward. Keep the hands there, it's very important. You're going to pull back as far as you can and extend the upper back as much as you can. Lengthening the hamstring, tilting your coccyx up, flexing that front foot. If you can't straighten your leg, it's fine, but I'd rather you have a bent leg and the incorrect position. Your hands must be there, do not move them. Flex that foot as much as you can in that position. Think of extending the upper back, tilting the coccyx up. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. We're going to release. Hands again. Tuck the toes. No, we're going to miss the position here. You need to come back up. Apologies. And I want you to think of pushing your weight forward into that front foot. You're going to push that back ankle down as hard as you can, taking the pressure off the back knee. If you can, you're going to lift the back knee and lift the arms. Otherwise, just push your weight into the back heel, taking the pressure off the back knee, and you pull the arms back, pushing your body weight forward. Good. And we're going to release. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to push that leg all the way back again. We're going to take the opposite arm to that right leg and rotate. If this feels uncomfortable, don't raise that hand, just push the bum up and push away from both hands. Deep breathing. We're going to come forward again. Same leg comes forward. We're going to bring the right knee to the right wrist. Swivel the left heel underneath the right heel, front leg. That heel, swivel it underneath the left hip. You're going to drop down. You're not going to flop your butt onto your butt cheek. You're going to transfer your weight all the way over onto the left side. You're going to lift that back knee off the floor, lock the knee, point the foot, push through the ankle, don't tuck the toes. You're going to take the right hand to that knee. You're going to force a rotation in the spine. Don't slouch, don't collapse. Lengthen your spine, give me the rotation. Alright? Then if you can, you're going to reach up. If you are more flexible, take your hand behind the back and reach for the toes that are under that left hip. Deep breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Then what I want to do is take that hand, your right hand, put it behind the left elbow. That hand should be in line with the ball of that right foot, which is underneath your left hip, and in line with the left foot. You're going to raise that back leg, grab it with your left hand, and you're going to pull in. If you have more flexibility and you can get more than that, I want you to raise the right hand without lifting the hip, sinking that hip, raise that right hand. You're going to pull that foot into the elbow joint. I can get it because it's stuck on my skin. And you take the other hand behind the head and you're going to lengthen. Otherwise, where you were with the hand down, pulling that foot into the back is good enough. And we're going to release. Good. Both hands down. You're going to release that leg. You're going to push up. We're going to go to the other side now. We're going to raise that left leg. Push your weight off your hands into the right heel. Lift that leg up as high as you can get it. And bring it forward. Good, lock the back knee. Hands down, extend the upper back. And we're going to lengthen. Don't recoil. Extend the upper back. Deep breathing. Good. We're going to drop, lock the back knee, relax the foot. Then take your hand onto that knee and you're going to rotate. Otherwise, reach. Push the back heel backwards, front knee forwards. Hand on top of the knee, lock that back knee. You're going to come up and we're going to reach back, all the way back. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Both hands up. And we're going to extend. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. We're going to drop down. We're going to swivel that back foot, your right foot, so that the toes point out. I'm just checking the time. And you're going to pull that shoulder back. And we're going to reach up. Push the hip forward. Push the arm back. And we're going to lengthen that left leg as much as you can, reaching up, try not to collapse. Try and keep the spine extended as you reach. Deep breathing. Good. We're going to drop. Lift the back heel. Drop down. Extend the upper back. Now we've got two options. One is you're going to rotate and reach. If you are more flexible, you're going to drop onto the elbow and you're going to reach. As long as you're not collapsing the back to get there, extend your spine, deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, reach up. Good. We're going to drop that knee. We're going to go onto that right hand. And you've got three options, remember. You're either going to push your body weight forward, take the pressure off that back knee by forcing the back ankle down, or you're going to grab your back foot and you're going to push the hip forward, extending the spine. If you are more flexible, you're going to go back onto that elbow, extend the neck, but don't. If you're recoiling like this, rather go onto the hand, because I need you to extend the spine as much as you can. Rotate the spine, pull that foot to the bum. Good, and we're going to release. One hand on either side of that front foot. Remember, we're not taking the foot forward, we're not taking the hands back. We're going to keep the hands in line with that heel, and you're going to pull back as far as you possibly can without collapsing the back. Think of extending your spine and pushing your nipples in front of your toes, pushing the bum back, flexing that foot as much as you possibly can. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, we're going to come forward, hands on top of that knee. Remember, we're going to push all the weight into the front foot, take the pressure off the back knee by forcing that back ankle down as hard as you can, almost lifting the knee. If you are strong enough, I want you to lift the knee completely and you're going to reach up. If you're not, you're going to keep that knee down and just push the back ankle into the floor. And we're going to release. We're not going to hold for long, it's a hard position. We're going to push back. Bum up, drop the heels. We're now going to take the right hand all the way to the left ankle. Try and rotate the spine, grab underneath, push off that hand. And then we're going to bring that knee forward, your left knee to your left wrist. Swivel the left foot under the right hip. Slide the right leg back. Alright, don't sit on that left bum cheek. I need you to rotate your body weight all the way over to the right side. Nice long spine, deep breathing, lift that back knee. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Then we're either going to put the hand on the knee, force a rotation, or you're going to raise the arm up. Or if you're more advanced and more flexible, you're going to grab that foot underneath, keeping that back knee lifted. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Take the hand behind the elbow, or left hand behind the right elbow. Keep that left hand in line with the ball of that left foot, which is underneath the right hip, and in line with the right leg. You're going to grab that back foot. You're going to pull in. If you are more flexible and don't have your skin sticking to you, I can't do it because my skin's got to stick. Okay, I'm not doing it on this side. I just can't today. I can normally. Can't today. So, bad day on that side. You can get that foot into the elbow joint, hand up, grab with the other hand, look pretty, take a picture, send it to me. And we're going to release. Good. We're going to tuck those toes. Alright, we're going to push back in, all the way up, deep breathing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk all the way back. Right, we're going to drop the heels, we're going to relax the toes. I want you to think of either fingertips down and extended legs with an extended spine looking forward, not backwards. If you are more flexible, I want you to drop the elbows down to the ankles. Then you're going to turn your heels in as you roll up. Deep breathing. We're going to reach up and we're going to reach back. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to relax the toes, don't hold your breath. Then we're going to go into a plie tub squat position, all the way down until you're sitting. If this is too much on the knees, don't let your heels lift, you stay hovering in that higher position. Reach the arms up, deep breathing, and out again. Take your hands behind the back, clasp them. We're going to reach up and over, and the idea is to put your forehead onto the mat. Don't hold your breath. And we're going to release. We're going to bring the elbows down. Good. And we're going to lift the elbows and drop the knees. We're going to go back into a seated position, sitting on your feet. We're going to lift up, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And we're going to release. And we're going to go into a seated position. You're going to tuck your toes underneath you, push your bum back. If you can't do that, find your way onto your bum so that you're in a position like that. You're going to open your feet out. Knees are at 90 degrees, shoulders back, nice long neck. You're going to pull your chest forward, extend your spine up, drop your head to the side. Don't rush it, slow down. Think of dropping the shoulders all the way down through your elbows into your hips. And we're going to lift, drop the head to the other side, drop the elbows down, shoulders through the elbows into the hips. Imagine that you could do that. Then we're going to walk our hands to our ankles, and I want us to pull until the elbows are touching the thighs. If that is really easy, I want you to pull forward and pull the elbows in front of the shins. But what we don't want is to collapse back. We want to think of extending the spine as much as we possibly can, and we're going to pull to there. Don't recoil. Use your elbows to sort of pull against your shins to extend your spine. And reach forward. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to release. We're going to recoil. We're going to pull back, pull back, pull back. We're going to lean to the one side. And we're going to lean to the other side. We're going to sit up. Take your one hand behind you, take the opposite hand, other hand over that knee, so it's your right hand behind, take your left hand over the left knee, over the right knee, lift your chest, push against that knee to force a rotation in the spine, get that hand a bit further back, and you rotate. And we're going to switch sides and rotate. Then we're going to bring our feet all the way in, right in as much as you can. What you're going to do is you're going to rest your right elbow. So you're holding onto your ankle, or the big toe, or the foot, holding onto that ankle. I'm holding onto my ankle, and I'm pushing my elbow into my right knee to push my body weight into that leg so that I drop it down. And then I'm going to extend with the other arm into the other knee to push that knee down as much as you can. So you lean into that leg, hold onto this ankle to get a good grip, and push down. Sometimes the words don't always come out of my mouth the way they should. So I found a bit confusing. Good. We're going to cross that hand underneath that ankle, left elbow into left knee, left hand under left ankle. You're going to try and keep the ball of the foot together. You're going to lean all your body weight into that left leg, and you're going to resist, and you're going to push the other knee away with the right hand. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. And release. We're going to open your legs as wide as you feel comfortable to go. Now we've got a few options here because this is a very limiting position for most people. Starting position is you're going to think of pushing in through your hands to get your spine to extend, shoulders back, tilting your hips forward. The most important thing is flexing the feet and tilting the hips forward. Alright? If that's easy for you, you're going to come forward, but the moment you start having to recoil or curl your spine to get forward, you need to stop there. I need you to think of gripping the floor with your hands and pulling your hips forward. So you're using your hands to grip through, extend the spine, let the hips rotate forward. If you are more flexible, you're going to take a good foot further forward. You're not going to recoil the spine, you're going to extend the spine, and you're going to grip against the floor and pull forward and down. Again, if you're more flexible, another foot further forward. You're not going to recoil the spine, you're going to extend the spine, and you're going to pull. Now, wherever you are, whether it's there, or behind, I want everyone to release the hip. I want you to recoil now and extend and pull through. As you pull through, extend your spine across and drop the elbows down. I'm going to go to a more advanced version. You're going to recoil the spine again and extend and pull through. Drop the elbows, pull the shoulders back, nice long neck. And we're going to release and we're going to recoil 2 more. Extend and we're going to release. Last one and recoil, and we're going to lengthen through the neck. Try and drop the elbows down. Flex the feet, lock the knees. Don't hold your breath. And we're going to walk your hands back. Good. I want us to close our legs. Right? Bring your left knee up, sitting upright. Okay? You're going to take your hand behind the back. You're going to take the right elbow, the opposite elbow. So I'm talking different sides. So if this is your left knee, right elbow across. If this is your right knee, left elbow across. Take the elbow over, lift the chest, and you're going to rotate as much as you can in the spine to force using that elbow to push yourself into that rotation. It's a nice deep rotation. We're going to release. Put that foot to the inside of the other leg. You're going to reach forward as far as you can. If you can't reach the ball of your foot, if you've got a towel, take it over the foot and pull. Otherwise, just reach as far forward as you can. Don't worry about how much you can grab. If you can grab, I want you to pull across and extend. Deep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And release. I'm going to take that foot over. Same side, over this time. We're going to do a deeper rotation. Push that elbow into the knee and force that rotation. Lift the chest as much as you can. And we're going to release. We're going to rest, foot over the side of the leg, ankle just a section off to the opposite side of the midline. And you're going to reach forward again. Again, you've got a towel, put it over the feet, and you're going to grab and you're going to pull. If you can grab onto the ball of the foot, I want you to extend the spine, pull the shoulders back, extend the neck, and you pull as much as you can. Deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're going to release. We're going to swap sides. You're going to take that leg out, bring that leg in. We're going to lift the chest, we're going to take the opposite arm up and over, and we're going to force a rotation into the spine as much as we can. If you can get that other hand further behind the back, please do. Lift the chest. And we're going to release, and we're going to walk forward. Again, if you've got a towel over the foot, otherwise you're going to grab and you're going to pull. Deep breathing. Release. Take that leg over this time. Opposite arm over again. Try and force a rotation. And release. Flex that foot. We're going to walk forward. Lift the bum cheek for a bit. Extend the neck. And you're going to pull. Try and extend the upper back. And pull forward. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we're going to release. Good. We're going to bring our feet underneath us. We're going to go into a dog stretch. We're going to push up. Sorry, I couldn't think of the direction I wanted to go. We're doing a dog stretch in the opposite direction. And we're going to drop. Deep breathing. And release. Drop the heels. And we're going to walk back. All the way back. Don't hold your breath. Drop and hang, relax your neck, relax your arms, relax your spine, relax your toes. Completely release. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Soft knees, we're going to roll up. Up. Then we're going to reach back. Deep breathing. We're going to grab that wrist, we're going to pull through. And up. And we're going to reach and pull through on the other side. And release. Drop down. Don't hold your breath. Other side. And pull over. And release. That's our stretch therapy and relaxation session for the week. As we progress, they're going to get a bit harder and tougher. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a great week. Stay strong, stay safe. I'll see you soon.